the outside corner seam. This is swatch 20 in your swatch book. Swatch 20. So I've cut my sample in half horizontally, and I have drawn myself 1-inch seam allowances from a short side and a long side. I'm only going to sew 2 sides of this. Hopefully you can see that seam line. All right, going to the machine to sew on the line. Back stitch at the beginning, and I'm going, as I approach the corner, I'm going to slow down so that I can take my last couple of stitches using the hand wheel. I need one more stitch. I'm going to leave my needle in the fabric and pivot, raise my presser foot, pivot around the corner, and then finish my seam. Back stitch, and then remove it. Now, with an outside corner, if I try to turn this right side out as it is, again, I'm going to have, like the curved seam, I'm going to have some trouble making it attractive and crisp, right? So the way to finish your outside corner is to, again, trim your seam allowance to about 1/4 of an inch, eyeballing it. 1/4 of an inch all the way around here. And then, in order to reduce the bulk of the seam allowance at the corner, to allow me to turn it out nice and sharp, I'm going to cut across that seam allowance. I am not cutting through my stitching, I'm cutting close to it and cutting at a diagonal across that. So what that will allow me to do is to turn this corner right side out, and then I can use a tool such as the closed end of scissors, and I can gently push that corner out so that the seam is completely on the edge. And then of course I would go to the iron and press this whole thing nice and flat, seams on the edges, and see what a nice sharp corner I've created. That's the outside corner.